What's up, guys? Today I'm going to try to replace this grill for a friend. Had a little accident on their Lincoln Aviator, and we're going to try using the hot water to get this buckle out like I've seen other people do. So we're going to try to fix that. She ordered a new grill. We're going to put that on today. See what all we got to do. Normally all I've really been making is my RC videos, but I do a lot of mechanic and carpenter work. I just don't record none of it. And today we're just going to see what we got to do to replace this grill. The main thing I'm trying to make a video on is to find out if boiling hot water will fix that or not. I've seen a lot of videos, they say it works. I tried it in the middle of the winter on a different car, didn't do nothing. So we're going to give it a time. See what happens. So, figure out what we gotta do. Looks like a pretty decent grill going back in it. So, alright. I'll update you here in just a little bit when I'm ready to put some water on that. It's kind of boring watching me change this part. Alright. Alright, guys. In case you're wondering, there's about, I don't know if we can get up under here right way. There's 4 bolts that are 11mm. They go across here that you got to take out. Kind of need a deep well socket. And then there's 2 bolts that hold on this bracket, and that's all that holds it on. It's pretty simple setup. So, and it's all 11mm. Alright, there you go, guys. In case you are worried about changing one yourself, it ain't no big deal. Here's all the hardware it took. We had 4 nuts, 2 bolts, and that was all that holds that on there. Here we got the old broken one and the new one. Problem is, it does look like, I think that it looks like it might have been a couple $100 for that, and it's used. So if you got a Lincoln Aviator or whatever it is, yeah, I'd go to junkyard myself if I were you. Now, this is a little bit bent. See if I can see it here. I notice this is bent in a little bit. Luckily, no major damage. I'm going to have to just pull it out some. Or does it work better if it's here? There we go. But anyway, it ain't nothing major. So I'm going to bolt that on while the water's boiling still for this. And then we're going to see what we can come up with on that. Back again. One thing to note, when you buy things off the internet, so not a big deal here. A couple of the studs are missing, but they can come out. So I could take them out of the old one. I believe we'll be okay on that. Matter of fact, you can see it or not. Yeah, I can take them off. So them are there. But now here is one of these has already been broken off of the new one. So we're going to have these holding it on, these 2, and the one on this end. But there's nothing for this end. I think it's going to be okay and everything. But it looks like it's a pretty expensive piece to come to you broken unless it was noted already. I don't know. They might know already. I didn't ask them. But for the price tag I seen, they might not have known that was broke already. Then again, no big deal. We'll make it work. Alright, we got everything bolted in. All looks good. Got the bolts in there. Over here is where the one is missing. But she's still pretty strong because this big bracket goes right through there. So it's going to be good. Grill turned out pretty good though. They say you can't tell the pieces missing really. Next, we're going to work on this. So, let me get me some water and maybe set this up on a tripod and set up a few things to work with. And we'll be back. Alright guys, I got a piece of board back here I'm going to try to pop that out with to get it to take shape. I got 2 big pots of boiling hot water. I'm going to see if it's going to work out or not. I had this piece of wood laying around that I found works out pretty decent as far as getting this pushed out. Yeah, I ain't worried about that right now. We're trying to worry about this only. So hopefully we don't splash a bunch on us. But slowly. This shit is hot. I'm gonna let that warm up some. This here's a kind of like to get that up in there better. There we go. I like it there. A little bit. I don't care if kinks there. It is hot, splashing on your legs, so let that take shape some more. A different spot each time. This is supposed to heat it up enough that it takes shape to the other shape again instead of buckling back in every time. Now, I've done it a few times and it just pops right back in. And that's really what this is supposed to prevent. Just keep it from popping back in. This is very fucking hot water. There's one whole pot. This up here is where it really has the buckle at. Oh, she's soft. I like that. Let's see, can we get it anything? Better spot here. There we go. If I can get something like this. Now I got the shape piece, that little styrofoam back there. I'm able to put the other pot here to catch the shit splashing my legs a little bit. I hope I'm still get the video going because, man, this thing, it's actually working. I believe it's working. I'm just getting hot. I can always put more. Guys, I think it's actually working. Wow. Sometimes the myth is true. Little bitty dent there. I'll be darned. I'm gonna let it cool down in that shape before I pull that stick out. Get her to cool down like that. I like to get it down here too, but maybe right here. I'm liking this spot. Oh, I thought it was over. You know what? I'm not even gonna put it back all the way. Put it right there. Put it right there. Huh. Should put something up here for weight. I don't think it's going to need it. I mean, man. Alright, guys. So, what do you think of that compared to what it was? Once I pull that board out, because it's actually sticking up high and where that board's at. Now I should have had her get some tape right here. Some glue. I'm going to get a rag and wipe her down, and we're just going to live with it. She ain't perfect, but we'll see what it looks like dry. We'll just kind of clean her up a little bit. We're going to clean this over here. Watch me go ahead and push it back in with my hands. Hey, that actually came out better that way. Can't do nothing about this split up here. If I could, if that came back together, it would actually push it out nice. But she's not going to complain about this. She got the new grill, but they ain't going to go and spend that money on a bumper, and I don't blame them. Not for that. Not for a work vehicle. So. Well, let's see what we got. There you have it, guys. Does the hot water on the bumpers work? Yes, it does. Like I say, just get you something in there to help you take the shape back, to hold it while it's hot. And she's not perfect, but I wouldn't complain about that. You're gonna have to look for it. Just put the regular view on. I didn't realize I had it on that one, but there you go though. I think it turned out decent. From the right angle. Look at this crap. I mean, you have to look for it. I'm always going to be able to see it, but if that's all you get right there, after what it was, I mean, it was the size of a baseball going in. And then, I don't know if I should keep that thing in there till it gets colder or just do what it does. Alright, well there you go, guys. That's how simple it is to change the grill on one of these, in case you have a little fender bender and you're worried about doing it yourself. It's very simple if you don't have any cosmetic damage other than that. And if you're wondering about the hot water trick, give it a try. As you see here, it does work. And I ain't gonna kid. I mean, I popped that thing out 5 or 10 times. And before I go back in the house, it's back to where it was. Unless I left the board in there. I could leave the board in there an hour and it still would have went back in, I think. So, alright. I hope this video helps somebody. It's not an RC car video. But there'll be many more of these to come. If this one does anything. So, I'm sure that would work on any vehicle with a plastic bumper. You don't got to have this. And until next time, peace. Please like and subscribe. Later.